Hey, welcome to this video by Creating a Family. I'm Dawn Davenport. I am the Executive Director of Creating a Family. Today we're going to be talking about using the internet to find prospective birth moms. One of the first places you should look on the internet is the social networks. The most common ones are Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter, with Facebook and Twitter being the larger of the three. But MySpace's demographics are both younger and less affluent, so that may also be something you want to consider. So why not do all three? There is one of the beauties of social networking is what we call the synergy effect. You let your friends know and ask them to spread the word that you're looking for a prospective birth mom, an expectant woman who might be considering making an adoption plan, and ask them to spread the word and ask them to ask their network to spread the word, and it goes on and on and on. And you get the visual image of a net being cast very wide, which is in fact quite accurate. When setting up a Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter account, consider either using an account name that reflects your desire to adopt. Sarah and Ben are looking to adopt, something that obvious. Or set up, on Facebook, set up a specific page to your adoption journey. Consider one of those. Also, one of the things you need to remember when joining the social networks to search for a prospective birth mom is to honor the network, by being involved in the conversations. Don't make it just a one-way shout out, I'm looking to adopt, here's my information. Actually get involved and carry on conversations with people, and it will become more effective and more enjoyable as well. You need to build your networks on all of these social media. On Facebook, you would be joining things such as, for example, Facebook groups that have to do with adoption, Facebook fan pages, things such as that, all those that you would want to join. Again, everything is free. To find groups that have an interest in adoption, you can do a search. Or one of the shortcuts and quite frankly easier ways, go to people who you know are active in adoption. For example, for us, you could go to dawn.davenport1. That's where we have the Creating a Family is under. I run the account, so it's dawn.davenport1. And just take a look under my groups at the number of the groups that I've joined and click on their name, and it will take you directly to the group, and you can just click join at that point if it's an open group. And that's probably the easiest way to find groups that might be of interest to you. And once you become a member of these groups, again, be an active member, be a respectful member. It's not just a one-way street where you're sending out your desires. Participate, comment, post in those groups, and people will be more willing and likely to help you. Twitter list is an underutilized resource of people, finding people who have an interest, who are on Twitter, who have an interest in adoption. There are a number of ways to find Twitter lists that have, with at least the keyword adoption in them. T-List and Listorious are both websites that list Twitter list by category. Again, probably the easiest way, however, is to, I tell you, one of the best ways is the Creating a Family Twitter list. We have at this point too, and by the time we're almost maxing out, so we'll be moving into our third adoption list. So we currently have over 1,000 people on these lists, and we screen them to make certain that they do have an interest in adoption. You can send let me back up. You can find Creating a Family on Twitter at Dawn Davenport1. And if you follow me, I will attempt to follow you back. I get so many requests, and we do screen each of ours to make certain of their interests, so it may take me a while to get back with you. However, the easier then at this point, go to my page, which would be twitter.com/DawnDavenport1. Click on the lists, and you can then click on the adoption list 1 and 2, and probably when you're doing it, there will be a third one, and you can see all sorts of people. You can send me either an email at dawn@creatingafamily.org or info@creatingafamily.org, either one. Ask to be put on the list, and I will do so. Make sure you indicate that what your interests are. Ask to be put on the list so that you will then be receiving the news streams from all these people. And then a wonderful shortcut is that you can simply follow the list, and by following the list, you will then be having access to the tweets of all those people, all those over 1,000 people who have the interest. So that's a wonderful shortcut for you to utilize. You will likely want to set up a website specific to your adoption journey. I do not recommend that this be fancy or expensive. It has a very specific purpose. It allows you to put up your basically your adoptive parent profile online, and you can include more information in that. We have extensive resources on the creatingafamily.org site under adoption resources on how to prepare adoptive parent profiles, both the online version as well as the print version. But you can personalize and include more pictures and blogs and things like that on your website. It also allows you to print off the URL on the things that your letters you're sending out are included in your tweets or your posts on Facebook or Twitter, so people can go and get more information and you don't have to bog down your post with all of the information. Let's see, you can also submit your adoptive parent profile online to the various adoptive parent profile sites. We list and link to them from our site under the How to Advertise for Birth Moms, Prospective Birth Moms page under Adoption Resources. Keep in mind that both Facebook and MySpace allow you to print ads, or not print, I'm sorry, to post ads. And one of the best things about it is that both of them allow you to specify demographics. They allow you to target the demographics you're aiming for based on age, education level, interests, things like that. So it's a targeted way of publishing ads. And we again include links to how you can find that on both Facebook and MySpace. Obviously, what you would link to on your ad, you include a hyperlink, and it would be your URL for your website for your adoption journey. Google also allows you to buy ads. They sort by, rather than demographic information, they sort by keyword. So it also allows you to get for a relatively low cost, get the message out that you are interested in adopting. Anytime you are online looking for a expectant woman who might be considering making an adoption plan, you need to be aware of the possibility of adoption scams and frauds. We include extensive resources to help you spot and anticipate what might be a fraud, including websites where you can get information on specific frauds that are going around. You can get that again under adoption resources on our site. Under adoption scams. We have another video that I would recommend you watch. It's on advertising tips, or how to advertise for birth moms, and we include both online as well as in-person and print type advertising. We also have another video on tips for using social networks for finding a prospective birth mom. All of those would be quite useful for you on this journey. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope this has been helpful.